everyone, welcome back to another night of What's for Dinner. So tonight I'm going to be making a sausage vegetable soup or stew, whatever you want to call it. It'll be more on the thicker side. So I'm just heating up a pot here. I threw some garlic in. I went through my vegetable bin and I have a lot of little bits of things like here and there. Some of my eggplant were starting to get soft, which I peeled these. That's why they're turning brown. They're not rotten. But they are starting to get a little bit soft. So I don't want to throw them out. They're still good. They're not perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and make a stew with them. So in here I have a couple ribs of celery. I have 1 shallot and 3 cloves of garlic that I cut all that up. I'm going to be cutting these 2 tiny little eggplants. I have about 4 carrots that I need to cut up. I have 2 of the smallest little wax turnips that I need to use up. They're starting to get a little bit soft. And let's see, what else am I going to use? I'm going to use some zucchini. I have some roasted asparagus that I want to throw in here right at the end. Yeah, so this is what I like this for, is to use up any leftovers or little bits you might have left. So you could make this completely vegetarian or vegan, but I'm not. I'm going to be using some sausage from La Molesana. This is the only kind of sausage that I pretty much will eat. And this is the sweet Italian. So I'm going to put, I have my pot nice and hot here. I will put some olive oil in there and get this going. I'm really picky when it comes to sausage. But when it's in something like this, I can pick out the pieces if I don't like it. Alright, so I'm going to start that cooking. Like I said, I got my other veggies going, so I'm going to continue to chop. And then once this is all getting ready to go, I'll show you what do I do next. Okay, so I browned that up just a bit. It's not completely cooked, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and add my shallots. You can use onions. I don't have any. I ran out. So I'm just using what I do have, which was 1 shallot, 3 cloves of garlic, and there's some celery in there. And I'm gonna look that, oh, I can smell the garlic right away. It smells so good. Alright, so I'm gonna start taking all the stuff I've chopped, which is over there, a ton, and I'm going to start putting it in here. And I'm not sauteing everything until it's cooked, so I'm just going to plop it all in. You'll see the pieces, they're kind of bite-sized. Eggplant will cook down. So in the summertime, my family always made jambot. I think the real way to say it is jambiata. And that's just an Italian vegetable stew as well. Usually we'll bake it in the oven. Sometimes just for convenience, I do it on the stove just to make it fast. So this is really similar to that. But usually that has potatoes and chunks of sausage, or you don't have to use any meat at all. That's just how we usually do it. Typically there's not going to be carrots, and there probably won't be the rutabagas or the turnips, whatever, wax turnips, whatever you want to call them. Usually there is a lot of squash because we get it from the garden, onions, green beans, mushrooms, and peppers. So this is a similar take on that. I'm going to put some salt so we could start sweating these veggies down. And I'm going to keep chopping the rest, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, so I got the zucchini in here and the carrots. The only thing I'm not putting in right now is the asparagus. I'll put the asparagus in when it's done because I already cooked it. Otherwise, you could put that in as well. And you see that this is a huge, oh boy, a huge pot here, but this is going to cook down. Vegetables have a lot of water, so that works. Go ahead. So to season this, I am going to use the Trader Joe's, it's hard to see, sorry. Trader Joe's Mushroom Company, the Umami Seasoning Blend. This does have some salt in it, so I'm not going to salt it anymore. And the mushroom, I think, will taste really nice in this. And then, because I didn't use any onion in here, I just used shallots. I'm going to use some of this minced toasted onion. That'll be nice. And I think I got everything else that I want. I'm not a black pepper person, but a lot of times I do like it in soup, so I think I will add some of that. Just a bit. Alright. So, when I was at the store, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, I had seen they had this small little can of tomato stock. And I like tomato stock I like a tomatoey broth on some soups. But it was crazy expensive, so I didn't end up getting it. But I figured what I can do is make my own type of tomato stock, because that will go good with all the vegetables and the sausage. So to do that, I'm going to use one 15-ounce can of tomato sauce from Trader Joe's. That is our absolute favorite. And then I'm going to put some water in the can. And I will add some more water. So these vegetables will let off water as well. So I'm just going to cover that much for now. We'll see how it goes. I will cook this on medium-low to low, depending. Probably maybe 20 minutes, more likely a half hour. And then all the veggies will be nice and tender. And you can put macaronis in this. I'm going to be using some I'm going to be using orzo. You could cook it and then put it in afterwards, but I want this to be a very easy one-pot dinner. So I will cook it in this after. So I'm going to let this. Okay, so now this is cooked for a half hour. I'm going to put the heat back up just a touch so we can put our pasta in. And I'm using 1 cup of orzo pasta. Of course, you can use as much as or as little as you want. You can use rice, you can use elbow noodles, you can use whatever. And I'm not going to season to taste until we're almost done, because pasta is going to absorb some of that liquid. And I believe it's, seasoned pretty well, because I did season it from the beginning. All right, so we're going to let that cook. And then right at the end, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, and it's all ready to go. We'll be back. All right, so here's what it looks like. After I put the pasta in, I let it sit for about 10 minutes. I chopped up that cooked asparagus and put that in there. And then I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese in here. And like I said, I already seasoned it pretty well. I did taste it. It was fine. If you want yours to be a little soupier, you could, of course, add some more water or just cook your pasta separate. But like I said, I wanted a one-pot dinner, and here we are. This is the sausage, vegetable stew that I like to make with our not quite expired vegetables, but ones that we don't want to waste. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.